Hello my crafty friends, and welcome to day number 8 of 20 days of tips for getting your craft supplies organized. Today I want to talk about embossing folders. So if you're like me, you love embossing folders. Embossing folders are a little bit difficult because it's hard to actually see the pattern on them, especially if you're just flipping through them, right? Or you have a pile or a box of them or whatever. So I'm going to talk about a couple of different ways to organize your embossing folders. I'm going to start with the very basic. I'll pull this off the shelf here. So this, if you're unfamiliar with this, this is a die stamp and supply organizer, and this happens to have lots of embossing folders in it. Now, I use a catalog for all of these types of supplies. Embossing folders, dies, stamps, punches, all of those things. A catalog is really going to simplify your life. I'm going to talk about that in tip number 19, I think. But I'm going to go the easy route here. I'm going to pull these out of this section, and you can see I've got them all. I just have a sticky note label on them. So mine is a number and then a description, and that goes with the cataloging system. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You could just organize your embossing folders by theme or sentiment or holiday. Give them a label and then create a little filing system just like this, right? So they're just in alphabetical order, and you keep them by theme, sentiment, butterflies, flowers, Christmas, thank you, right? So I've got a thank you frame in here somewhere. Where is that thank you frame? Right here, right? So it doesn't matter what it is, you can do them alphabetically, okay? So the other little tip I want to give you is to cut out the packaging and add the picture of what this actually is going to look like, right? So you can see I've got a couple of different ways here. I just used Xyron and stuck those onto the folders so that I know what the folders actually look like. So first way to organize them is put them in alphabetical order, add a label, and then just organize them like a little file right here in a die stamp and supply organizer. If you prefer to use a buddy bag instead of a die stamp and supply organizer, then I would look at, well, the Karen buddy bag is great for 5x7s, a little big for 4x6s, but the 4x6 fab file is a perfect solution for 4x6 embossing folders. I'm pulling out here. So rather than going vertically, right, I would just take my embossing folders and go horizontally, put the labels on the top so you can see them on the top of the fab file. I'll post some pictures up along with this little video as well. So for embossing folders, if you can put them on your desktop and it's something like the die stamp and supply organizer, they're going to be really easy to access. If you need to keep them contained, try a 4x6 fab file or a 5x7 fab file for your larger, and then add a sticky note that tells you what that is, and you can create a file either going vertically or horizontally so it's easy to find exactly what you're after. Now, one last comment. If you have tons of tools, stamps, punches, dies, embossing folders, all of those things, be sure to tune in for tip number 19 when I'm going to talk about creating a catalog for all of your supplies. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you tomorrow.